Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors and respect to the elders and to the apostles, the great millstone. Peace and blessing to all Akim that are preaching and teaching this word with 100% truth and sincerity, and unto the men, women, and children that are listening and learning, and unto the Bayath, the Dawadah, the elect house of David that is scattered abroad. I give you my utmost and sincere salutations. Okay. This evening's lesson is entitled, What You Learn in Tough Times Can Be Used in Many Ways to Bless Your Personal Life Journey. Okay. You know, experience is the best teacher. And what you learn throughout your, your personal walk, your own personal walk in life can be used to benefit you in the long run, because now you know. Okay, so we're going to get started with the book of Philippians. It's going to be the book of Philippians, chapter 4. Excuse me. Philippians, chapter 4. Salakia. Bear with me a moment while I get there. Philippians chapter 4, verse 8. And it says, finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true. Actually, let me see something here. Yes, Salakia. Philippians 4 and 8. Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue, and if there be any praise, think on these things. Okay? So, put bluntly, think about what is right. Think about what is best. Okay? Think about what's going to benefit you in the long run. Okay? Always have in mind to do what is right in the sight of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Verse 9, those things which ye have both learned and received, and heard and seen in me, do, and the power of peace shall be with you. Okay? So, if we have learned anything from the Lord, Yahweh Shai, learned, received, and heard and seen in him, do so. Okay? Yahweh Shai leads by example, so we are to follow that example. Why? Because it is, it's ultimately a commandment, and it's going to make us better. Okay? Now we're going to the book of Wisdom of Solomon. It's going to be chapter 4. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 4, verse 1. And it says, better it is to have no children. Better it is to have no children and to have virtue. For the memorial thereof is immortal, because it is known with the Most High and with men. So better it is to have no children and to have virtue. Okay, so, in this life, family, loved ones, at times they can be a distraction they can be a distraction from, and they can also be a hindrance, they could also knock you off that path too if you don't nip that problem in the bud right away. I'm not saying to actually go out and don't have, go out of your way and don't have somebody, but if you have someone, lead them in the right way. But if they don't receive, or if they don't hear or take heed, at least their blood won't be on your hands. And to have virtue, to have virtue, to be holy, to be separate, to not be like the rest of these people out here. Okay, verse 2, and it says, when it is present, men take example at it. When it is gone, they desire it. It weareth a crown, and triumpheth forever, having gotten the victory, striving for undefiled rewards. Okay? So, when it is present, we take example at it. We learn from it. We observe and we learn. Okay? Verse 3. But the multiplying brood of the ungodly shall not thrive, nor take deep rooting from bastard slips, nor lay any fast foundation. Okay, so the ungodly, they will not grow, they will not learn, they will not progress. Okay? Verse 4, for though they flourish in branches for a time, yet standing not fast, they shall be shaken with the wind, and through the force of winds, they shall be rooted out. So eventually those branches of the ungodly, yeah, they flourish for now, but it's like I said, it's only for a time. Yet they won't last long. They're only temporary. Okay, now we're going to go to Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5, verse 13. And it says, even so we walk in like manner, as soon as we are born, began to draw to our end, and had no sign of virtue to show, but were consumed in our own wickedness. 14. For the hope of the ungodly is like dust that is blown away with the wind, like a thin froth that is driven away with a storm, like as the smoke which is dispersed here and there with a tempest, and passeth away as the remembrance of a guest that tarrieth but a day. 15. But the righteous live forevermore, and the reward also is with the Lord, and take care of them, and the care of them is with the Most High. Okay? So, at the end of the day, at the end of it all, the righteous will stand while the wicked fall. Okay, right now the ungodly, they're living their best life, they're doing whatever they want to, they have no care of the world, they have no cares for what, for their end. But excuse me, but when the time comes, when Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, does his visitations upon the wicked, that's when they're going to start to care, and they're going to wish they had listened prior. But it'll be too late, because they chose not to, adhere to the word ultimately, but yet on a smaller scale, they chose not to sit down and think and look at their lives and see what they're doing wrong and why are things going bad for them. Especially 2/3 of our own people, they don't care. It's whatever to them. They're just going to keep doing what they want until it's time for judgment. Right now, this is going to be verse 16. Therefore shall they receive a glorious kingdom and a beautiful crown from the Lord's hand. For with his right hand shall he cover them, and with his arm shall he protect them. Talking about the elect. And Lord willing, that I myself, along with you sincere Akim wa Akwath, that we have a special place amongst the 1/3. Okay. I'm going to read verse 13. I'm going to go back. I'm going to read verse 13 again. Even so, we in like manner, as soon as we are born, began to draw to our end, and had no sign of virtue to show, but were consumed in our own wickedness. Yes, at time we were draped in our own, I'm just a little exhausted. But we were at a time, we were draped in our own, consumed in our own iniquities, because we had no knowledge. As the scriptures say, Hosea 4:6, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. And this is going to be 2 Peter. Second Peter chapter 1, verse 3. And it says, according as his divine power hath given unto us all things that pertain unto life and godliness, through the knowledge of him that hath called us to glory and virtue. So according to his divine power, hath given unto us all things that pertain unto life and godliness, which is the book. Okay? Through the knowledge of him he hath called us to glory and virtue. Okay? As the scriptures say, be ye holy, for I am holy. So, we are to follow after the Lord's example. Excuse me. We are to follow after Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai's example. Verse 4, whereby are given unto us exceeding great and precious promises, that by these you might be partakers of the divine nature, having escaped the corruption that is in the world through lust. So, what the Lord has in store for us is far more greater than anything that this world could ever offer us. The thing is, what are you willing to give up in this life to obtain the ultimate glory and virtue? What are you willing to give up? Are you willing to give up, your job, your car, your house, your family, if it be the Lord's will, because we're in the beginning stages of the tough times, of the beginning of sorrows, and it's only gonna get a lot tougher next year. Lord willing, that next year will be the last year of this captivity, but it's gonna be the hardest thing we've ever had to go through. Verse 5, and it says, and besides this, giving all diligence, add to your faith virtue, and to virtue knowledge, and to knowledge temperance, and to temperance patience, and to patience godliness. Okay? Verse 7, and to godliness brotherly kindness, and to brotherly kindness charity. So, this is all about having discipline. And, using what you've learned in tough times to your advantage, that can benefit you in the long run. That takes discipline, experience. Sure, we go through certain experiences in life that humble us. And, it's these certain experiences that, we through these experiences, we become wiser, to do better. Okay? Going back to Wisdom of Solomon. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8, verse 7. And it says, and if a man love righteousness, her labors are virtues. For she teacheth temperance and prudence, justice and fortitude, which are such things as men can have nothing more profitable in their life. Verse 8, and if a man desire much experience, he knoweth things of old, and conjectureth aright what is to come. She knoweth the subtleties of speeches, and can expound dark sentences. She foreseeth signs and wonders, and the events of seasons and times. Talking about wisdom. This book is wisdom. The scriptures are wisdom. They teach you how to conduct yourself. They teach you how to move accordingly and how to deal with people accordingly. They teach you discernment, how to tell whether someone's being fake or genuine, whether someone has good intentions or bad intentions. This book is basically the martial art for life. This is going to be the book of Proverbs. Proverbs 16 and 26. Proverbs 16 and 26. He that laboureth, laboureth for himself, for his mouth craveth it of him. Okay? He that laboureth, he works for himself. You know, whenever you're putting forth that effort and work, you're working towards something, right? And as it says, for his mouth craveth it of him. So when you have a hunger or a desire for something, you're going to put in the work to get it. Okay? You're going to put in the, how much do you, how badly do you want it? How much does it mean to you? Are you willing to put in the work to get it? Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verse 21. And it says, therefore I went about to cause my heart... Ecclesiastes 2 and 21. For there is a man whose labor is in wisdom, and in knowledge, and in equity. Yet to a man that hath not labored therein shall he leave it for his portion. This also is vanity and a great evil. Okay? I'll go dropping down to verse 24. There is nothing better for a man than that he should eat and drink, and that he should make his soul enjoy good in his labor. This also I saw, that it was from the hand of the Most High. Okay? So it's always good to enjoy the fruits of your hard, honest work, right? So, to eat, when you put in hard work, how your boss says, okay, you've been doing good, you deserve a treat. I'll buy, I'll buy lunch, or I'll get you a drink or whatnot. No. Going back to verse 21, for there is a man whose labor is in wisdom and in knowledge and in equity. Okay? He does things wisely, and he knows how to do it, and he does it. And he does it, in equity. He does things in order. Yet to a man that laboreth, that hath not labored therein, shall he leave it for his portion. Okay? So, someone who doesn't put in the work, he's not going to get what he wants. Okay? And he won't, that's why you got to put in the work to earn what you want. It's not going to be just simply handed to you. Wisdom, going back to Wisdom of Solomon. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 3, verse 1. But the souls of the righteous are in the hand of the power, and there shall no torment touch them. In the sight of the unwise they seem to die, and their departure is taken for misery. And their going from us to be utter destruction, but they are in peace. For though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality. 5. And having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded, for the power hath proved them, and found them worthy for himself. So, in the eyes of the people of this world, we're considered miserable, bitter. Always, as they say, you need to let the past go. The past is the past. And no. You heard the old saying, our past eventually catch up to us. And, for these other heathen nations, you've got to pay. For all that they've done unto us, they got to pay for what they did. It's that simple. Especially you, Esau, Edom. You're the number one enemy. Okay, this is going to be Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1, and verse 12. And it says, seek not death in the era of your life, and pull not upon yourselves destruction. With the work of your hands. So, don't go out of your way to do things that are going to cause your downfall or, stunt your growth or get in the way. Okay, don't purposely put yourself in a position to where it can cause you more problems. Verse 13, for the Most High made not death, neither hath he pleasure in the destruction of the living. Okay? So, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, he doesn't take pleasure in putting people to death. He would rather you live and do what is right, but, if you choose to go against him, you're pretty much asking to die. You're leaving him no choice but to get rid of you. This is going to be Sirach, chapter 23, starting at verse 1. It says, O Lord, Father and Governor of all my whole life, leave me not to their counsels, and let me not fall by them. Talking about the ungodly. Verse 2, who will set scourges over my thoughts, and the discipline of wisdom over mine heart, that they spare me not from mine ignorances, and it pass not by my sins. Verse 3, lest my ignorances increase and my sins abound to my destruction, I fall before mine adversaries, and mine enemies rejoice over me, whose hope is far from thy mercy. Verse 4, O Lord, Father and power of my life, give me not a proud look, but turn away from thy servants always a haughty mind. Verse 5, turn away from me vain hopes and concupiscence, and thou shalt hold him up that is desirous always to serve thee. Verse 6, let not the greediness of the belly nor lust of the flesh take hold of me, and give not over me thy servant unto an impudent mind. Okay. Verse 7, hear, O ye children, the discipline of the mouth. He that keepeth it shall never be taken in his lips. Verse 8, the sinner shall be left in his foolishness. Both the evil speaker and the proud shall fall thereby. Okay, so as they say, ignorance is bliss, right? But at the same time, not knowing any better could get you into a world of trouble. So you have to, that's why it says that, that's why Proverbs 4 and 7, wisdom, roughly paraphrasing, wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom, and with all that getting, get understanding. Okay? So that way you won't be ignorant, and you will know better. And you won't, be caught off guard or get caught in a snare. Okay, and here's I'm gonna leave with this, see if I could find it. And this is gonna be Revelation chapter 1, verse 3. And it says, "Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand." Okay, blessed is him that readeth. Blessed is him that seeks seeks knowledge. Reading has always been fundamental. So once again, the title of this lesson is "What You Learn in Tough Times Can Be Used in Many Ways to Bless Your Personal Life Journey." So again, whatever you learn throughout your personal walk with the Lord, it can be used to benefit you in the long run. Okay? That's why, whatever mistakes you make, you must learn from them and retain them, so that way it doesn't happen again. Okay? I hope that this was an edifying lesson. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakodash. Double honors and respect to the elders and to the apostles of the great millstone. Peace and blessing to all Akim that are preaching and teaching this word with 100% truth and sincerity. And unto the men, women, and children that are listening and learning. And unto the Bayat of Dabadah, the elect house of David that is scattered abroad, I give you my utmost and sincere salutations. See you in the next lesson, Lord willing. Kwam Yasharala, Wa Ababa Ba, Shalom, Barakatham.